fucking go through periods like where I can work out for a
Periods?
few. Yeah, exactly. I should stop right there. You're right. I'm fucking water weight in my tits.
Don't tell him. We're in front of a real man today, Jimmy. Keep that to yourself.
Who is this? Is this who are you, sir?
I'm his brother.
Oh, you are his brother. Okay.
It's obviously his brother.
I didn't-
They look alike. There.
He'll kick your ass.
Yeah, I know he will. I can tell. He looks like Steve Byrne. If Steve Byrne were a man.
We do now, if you want to check it out. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah.
That's the kind of workout.
Throwing weight around is
things
pretty
out
much
here.
Throwing weight. Wow, that's fucking
What kind of machine is that?
That's called the bear.
Da Bear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Da Bears.
Wow.
D-A Bear.
So there's...
Get off me, it's called. So is this on your website, bjpenn.com?
It's on
so people can check it out
bjpenn.com.
for themselves. Okay.
So how much weight is on there about, would you say?
It's I think there's not too much weight. I would say maybe a 35 or 45 pound plate, but it's just how fast you can
how
move.
fast you could throw it off of you.
Yep.
And so if some guy starts leaning on you, you push. Now you got the
you
muscle
wanna
and
check another one? I
technique to
think
just push the son of a bitch off
Yeah,
of you.
because it's a lot of leverage involved. So if you can get there and do the leverage before the other guy.
Wow.
Yeah, this one.
Never seen anything like that.
No, I haven't
It's
either.
just-
Yeah, and this
Everyone
is-
assumes weight training. And
I find the elliptical helps.
do you, Jimmy?
This is
You
this is
fairy.
the kind of stuff we've been.
Oh wow! Look at that. Yeah, now you're upside down, kicking with your legs.
Yeah, there's
Doing the
there's
same
like one of
thing.
those exercise
leg.
balls, and he's on his head, on his head and neck. That looks really. It's like he's jogging upside down, but with weight on his feet.
and kicking that weight off.
That looks
it.
exhausting.
Yeah.
Wow, that is probably a
that's
hell of a
impressive,
workout,
man.
though.
Yeah, these guys they really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Did you want to retire at any point? Like, and then all of a sudden you're like, now I have to keep fighting because I can't retire after losing. I mean, what do you want to do after this? Because nobody wants to fight when they're 40, 45. I mean, it's.
You're right. I've gone through that retirement issues in my head many a times throughout the last 10 years. But exactly like you said, how can you walk away after? You can't walk away when you're doing good, and you can't walk away if you do bad. You know, you're stuck.
Well, it's got to be hard because now the money the UFC is bringing in. I mean, it's like it's obviously in the last 10 years the sport it's gone through the roof.
Yeah, because you were there during the years where it wasn't as popular. Now it's gotten to this popularity, and you don't want to walk away when it's at this point.
But how old are you, BJ?
I'm 31.
Oh, so you got a bunch of years
I
left,
want
man.
to push it. I want to maybe go to 35, and then after that, maybe go home and run for mayor or something, and maybe have a fight. I'm doing a bad job. Let's put something
fight
on
it
at the
out.
Civic. Yeah, earnings can go to charity or something.
The mayor comes up and fights. Yeah, why not?
Hey, did you get to see Abu Dhabi while you were there?
I got to see some of it.
Some of it, or
No,
well,
a
I figured you were there
pretty
just
good
to
area.
fight, so it's
Well,
tough to get out and check it out.
We went about 2 weeks earlier to try to acclimate, and it was pretty cool. We went to the beaches and they got some nice buildings, and it is a desert though. You never want to forget that. It's a desert, but
Did the heat
it was
affect
cool.
everybody or no?
Nah, it wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty cool. It wasn't like really hot. It was cool, nice breeze coming through, and
I got a friend that lives over there. He went to the fight actually. He loved it. He was right near the ring. Dana White fucking hooked these guys up big time.
Oh, right
they work
on.
for the military.
Anything
And
that-
he goes that he's sick. He's sick of Abu Dhabi because you just can't see women. They're all fucking covered up.
Yep.
And he's like, that's the most frustrating thing about living in Abu Dhabi, that the women are just covered up all the fucking time.
Is there anything they told you, like, hey, don't do this, it's against their customs or anything like
Oh,
that?
they
Did they warn you?
Well, just talking to everybody, it all seemed real normal and relaxed. But then you'd look in the newspaper and like, woman going to jail for kissing somebody in public.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Man arrested for passing turnip.
That's what's confusing about there, because they're trying to kind of modernize
Westernize
it, but they have all these strict rules still.
And then they have alcohol, but it's connected to a hotel, so it's kind of like. And I think I think you got to have like another ID to kind of purchase alcohol.
Oh my God, I'd have to get that lickety split.
Well, Dana White had a hell of a time because there are some strict rules. They
had ring girls too. I was
They
surprised.
had
ring girls,
I
but
was surprised about that.
They had ring girls, but they had to worry about loud music. They had to worry about the beer intake at the venue. It was all sorts of things going on that he got passed. Obviously,
God, they must have been
it was a
getting
hell of an
rods
event.
with those ring girls.
Oh man, can you imagine?
Some of those guys sitting there just going, oh yeah.
In America, that's like going to Madison Square Garden and just seeing girls fuck themselves with salami.
Right, it would be.
That's the equivalent.
That's got to be right, Jimmy.
Hey, but you know what? It's didn't they build that arena too just for that event? I think they built that in like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
that was
it was
damn.
amazing, the setup that they had. You know, it was kind of just a bunch of campers where we were, because you just throw the fighters in the back. Who cares about them, you know? But the setup they had in the front, that was unbelievable.
So I guess they'll keep fighting out. They're not going to. They're not going to build that. But then again, in the Middle East,
they own part of it now.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
The Abu Dhabi government, or the company that works with the government, I think picked up 10% of the UFC.
But aren't they more fans of it like that? I heard they have no control over. Sorry, I keep putting my foot where BJ's kicking his out. I don't want it to come off as aggressive. It's like they have no say over it, though. It's like if Dana, he wants to do something.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, I could see something like that.
I think that's why Dana was so upset about the Silva fight also turning out the way it did, because those are guys that from Abu Dhabi who'd just gotten in, 10%,
Yeah.
and he's like,
you spent your money
it's the
well,
main
guys.
event, and these guys have to watch a fight, the main event that Dana absolutely wasn't happy with, so he was extra pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we got a lot of people that want to say hi to BJ Penn. He's got a new book, Why I Fight. The belt is just an accessory. Let's say hi to Tom. Tom, what's up?
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, you're talking to BJ Penn.
It is Tom.
Hey, guys, I just want to say I love the show.
Thank you, of course.
BJ, I'm a big fan of yours, and I just want to know, do you have any plans on fighting GSP again?
That was in my head, definitely. That's another goal that I want to accomplish. But now that this happened with Frankie Edgar, first things first, I gotta go get back on top in the lightweight division, and then we'll talk story.
Yeah, I understand. I think you could beat GSP, but and just one last question. I don't mean any disrespect when I ask you this, but when you fought Jens Pulver the second time, why did you hold the choke for a few more seconds? Were you pissed at him or something?
Yeah, maybe a little mad for what happened over the years, I guess. But it's a little bit of little bit of show to what's going on.
What happened over the years?
Well, me and Jens Pulver,
Yeah.
just a lot of trash talk. You know, he was the first one to put me in my place. He kicked my butt one night, and ever since then it was him saying I can beat him every time I see him. He ain't nothing. I'll always beat him. He can never beat me, and sometimes that stuff just grows on you.
You know,
a little.
radio guys trash talk a lot.
Yeah.
But then we don't have to fucking.
You don't have to choke the guy out.
Oh, we don't have to
Yeah.
choke the guy out.
We just avoid eye contact in the hallway like a bunch of fucking girls.
yeah, we
They settle it like men.
we speak a good game on the mics, but yeah,
Is that true? And then you give a nod in the elevator.
It's you.
It's all fun and games. All fun and games.
Wimps.
If it was MMA fighters, they'd be choking each other out in the elevators before they came to work.
God damn.
Hey, Anthony?
Yes, Tom.
Just one more thing before I hang up. Can you please do your Jesse Ventura impersonation for me? I would really appreciate that.
What am I, a performing seal? Shut up, Tom.
Exactly.
Don't make me choke you out for a little longer than necessary.
Exactly. That doesn't make us look good in front of the fighter.
Yes.
Hey, chimp, do that voice you do. Okie dokie.
Really, Tom, he'll work it in. He'll work it in.
Don't worry.
Keep
Later on.
listening.
Yeah,
All
keep
right, there goes
listening.
Tom.
Good tease.
I was amazed to read this too. Like, there's a good. I just put comment out. There's a good part where you fought St. Pierre twice, and he's beaten you twice. Mm-hmm. And he's looked at kind of like the fans love him, and he's seen as royalty in UFC. But there were allegations that he had. I forgot about that. Was the second one where you had commissioned to have his license to fight taken away because you felt that he was Vaselined up a little bit. And didn't you hear like one fighter who lost to him say, I couldn't grab his legs. He was coated in Vaseline. And you're like, fuck that guy. He's just complaining he lost. Mm-hmm. And then you dealt with it. Mm-hmm. And what happened? Do you think that the rules were changed after that? But what do you think was going on with him?
That's what everybody, the conclusion that everybody was coming up to over the years. You know what I mean? That something like that was going on. And we actually got a call from one of the guy who was writing the book, Dave Weintraub. He got a call from Kenny Florian, actually, and Kenny Florian was like, tell BJ good luck and to watch out, this guy's a greaser. But
Wow, sir.
That's what we call Anthony.
But yeah, that's something that went on at that time. But honestly, that's the furthest thing from my mind right now. After this,
they changed the rules though, as far as how much you could put on.
No Vaseline in the locker room, and
wow.